Hello, everyone. Welcome to another story time with Chinwe Oyeledikinwa for the storyteller. And today I'll be telling the story of the soup maker ghost. This happened a long time ago in the eastern part of Nigeria. There was a young man called Obiora and his wife Adugo. They had 3 kids and they were living fine in their house. Obiora started doing well in his business and everything. Obiora was able to buy land in a choice area of the town, and he built another lovely house in that town. A house that everybody envied because the choice area where he got the land, and people were like, wow, Obiora, you're so lucky to have gotten this land to build this house here. And then everything was going fine until one day Obiora slept and he didn't wake up. He died in his sleep. And so his wife Adugo was left with the task of raising 3 kids. And she got ready, she gathered her leons, she was ready to raise her kids. When her husband's brother Chimobi asked for her hand in marriage, she refused. She told them that she wasn't going to remarry, that she was going to stay and raise Obiora's kids, and that she did. She started a soup making business, and before you know it, she worked so hard, the soup making business became a very sought after business. People were asking for her soup here, asking for her soup there. With time, she even started going to neighboring towns and villages to supply her soup. The business grew so well and so much. One day, Adugo went out to supply soup to the neighboring towns as she usually did, but she didn't come back. And so, they searched for her, searched and searched for her. People wondered. They waited for weeks, for months. She never came back. And of course, everybody assumed that she had met an unfortunate accident and she had died. The police were involved. They looked for her. They couldn't even find her body. Her mother took the 3 kids to her house to stay with her, while, of course, her husband's brother Chimobi inherited the house. Chimobi went on to rent the house to tenants. The first set of people he rented it to was a newly married couple, but they didn't stay in that house up to 5 days. They packed their things, told him to refund their money, and they packed that. And no, Chimobi was like, what's the problem? And they were like, that house, we think that house is haunted. We don't understand. At a particular time at night, the house will be filled with strong strong smell of soap making chemicals, as if it wants to suffocate the house, people in the house. You can't breathe properly, and then there'll be noise coming from the kitchen, and then when we go to the kitchen, we will not find anybody. So we think this house is haunted. They collected their money and they went away. He rented it to 6 others, and this same issue kept repeating itself. Some of them didn't even stay up to 3 days. They were like, no. This house, something is wrong with this house. And so after some time, Obiora decided, Chimobi decided, if people won't stay in the house, let me stay in the house. So he decided to move into the house and rented out his own house. And then one particular day, he was living there with his wife and kids. One particular day, his wife decided to visit her family. And she told him that she was taking the kids with her and that they'll be coming in the next morning. So Chimobi was in the house alone by himself. At exactly 1 a.m., he woke up. What woke him up was this strong smell of soap making chemicals. He filled the whole house, and he realized that this smell was not coming from outside of the house, it was coming from inside the house. The smell was so strong as if it would suffocate him. So he got up, he started moving around the house, trying to find out where this whole something was coming from. And then when he was moving around the house, started hearing sounds from the kitchen, so he went towards the kitchen. And when he got there, he saw a woman. She was sitting with her back to him. She was mixing soap and making soap chemicals. He froze in fear, and he was like, who are you? What are you doing? How did you get in here? And when the woman turned, behold, it was his brother's wife, Adugo. She turned and looked at him with a very angry look. Of course, Obiora knew that she was dead. He screamed and he fainted. The next thing he saw, he woke up, he saw himself outside. It was morning. He was just putting on his boxers that he used to go to bed. Everybody gathered. They had tried to revive him. And they were like, Chimobi, what are you doing outside your house? Why are you lying down outside your house on the ground? Just then, his wife and the kids were also coming back from where they went to. And they're like, Chimobi, what is wrong? Why did you decide to lie outside? As he was trying to, explain, cover up what happened, something just sparked in his brain, and he began to confess. And he told them what had happened to him inside the house. And they told them that it was because he was the one who killed Adugo, his brother's wife. He went on to even confess that he had killed his brother, Obiora, because he wanted Obiora's house, that house. And then when Adugo was still in the way, he had to get rid of her so that he would get the house. And that is why he killed her. I told them that he waited for her one of the days she went to supply soap in the neighboring village. And he killed her along the village stream path, and he buried her by the waterside. Of course, he took the king's men and everybody there. He dug up Adugo's body, her bones. People were crying. It was such a sad sight. He took her body. Of course, they will go and rebury it properly and give her a proper burial. And then, as for Chimaobi, immediately after confessing, people were like, "You are so wicked. You are an evil man." Immediately after confessing, he went mad. He started raving mad, and there was nothing they could do to him since he had already gone mad. They left him to roam the streets naked and mad, until one day a hit and run driver hit him and he died on the spot. And they buried him. His kinsmen took him and buried him. And that was the end of Chimaobi. And as for the haunted house, I heard that nobody ever lived in that house, because people, to this day, people still see that at night they can perceive the strong smell of soap chemicals coming from the house. I do not know if this is true or not, but I am told that that house still remains haunted till now. I do hope you enjoyed the story. Once more, I am Chinwe Oyedidike Nwafor, the storyteller. Do have a lovely day.